Hello, this is the tutorial briefing for all our first year students for week starting the 19th of October. So you're seeing this video because you're working remotely at home this week. We're going to be doing this every week where you're working remotely. You'll get all the tutorial notices and key information briefings via video, and your personal or progress tutor will be making contact with some of you each week just to check in and see how things are going and address any difficulties. So the year so far, I just wanted to take the opportunity at the end of the first half term to say thank you and well done to you for getting on with things so well. It's clearly a really difficult time and very, very different than what we're normally used to at Priestley. The system of operating with 1 week in college and 1 week at home has been really challenging, but the vast majority have managed to deal with that really well, and we're really impressed with how that's going. Also, I want to say thank you very much for the cooperation with wearing face masks in college, and also ID cards, which are really important in making sure that everybody is safe and we're following government guidance and minimising any risk from the virus. So once again, thank you very much for that. So you know what's happening looking ahead to the half-term holiday, we will be sharing with your parents over the half-term holiday something that we call PM data. It stands for Performance Management Data. So each subject you studied, the teacher will have recorded some information about your effort so far, and that's on a grading system. There are no letter grades in terms of outcomes or working at grades or predicted grades. That's far too early in your courses for that to happen, but we are sending information home to your parents to share your effort scores with them, and hopefully if you've been trying really hard, they'll be really pleased with how things are going as well. Also, some of you will have asked for course changes to have happened. By now, almost all of those should be processed. If you are waiting for a course change that's already been requested, it's really important you contact your personal tutor to let them know, and we can look into what has happened. We're not going to be accepting any more new course changes unless there are very, very exceptional circumstances. So please make sure that your timetable is right and it's got the correct courses on for you. So looking forward to after half term, we don't know and nobody can say for sure where we will be in terms of the government policy on restricting the spread of the virus. It is certain that we will still have some restrictions on us. It is important to note that if you live currently in Halton and St Helens, they are in tier 3 for the government restrictions, but that doesn't mean anything at all about getting to and from college on buses. The government have been really clear with us about that, so please don't feel you can't come to college because you live in a tier 3 area. We are expecting students to be able to travel in as normal because colleges and schools journeys are seen as essential and aren't subject to any restrictions from that. Also, please can I ask you, I thank you for your cooperation for wearing face masks around college. It's really important as well that that continues outside of college, particularly when using buses to and from college. We have had a few members of the public raise some issues with us about students not keeping face masks on when they're on public transport. It's really, really important both for your own health and well-being, but also to the wider community that we do ask you to do that and wear the face masks when you're on any sort of public transport. So information about what will be happening after half term. There are going to be a series of workshops from English and maths teachers to support you no matter what subject you're studying. So for instance, if you're in one of my lessons and you're studying economics, you'll learn that we're moving on to essay writing, and it may be something you haven't had the opportunity to practice for a very long time. So what we'd like you to do is take advantage of these workshops. The English teachers are offering workshops on a range of things to support you with your writing and essay writing skills, amongst other things. And maths teachers are also offering support with numeracy and applying it to your subject matter, how to use those math skills to help you make progress in your A-levels and BTEC courses. So please do look out for information about that. Make sure you take advantage of it if it's relevant to you. This week, when you're watching this, it'll be Monday next week at least. So at some point in the first couple of days, Monday or Tuesday, you should get an email from an organisation called Unifrog. Please don't ignore that. It's not junk mail. It's not some sort of marketing. It's an invitation to set up an account on the website called Unifrog, which is the system we use to support you with applications for apprenticeships and universities. So your account will get set up now at the start of your first year, and it will stay the same account all the way through to the end of your studies with us. And in that time, we hope you'll build up a huge bank of evidence of all the great things you've been doing and the qualifications you're studying, so that when we come to make applications, that information will be there and it'll be really straightforward and easy for you to write outstanding applications. So there will be an email. All we're asking you to do at the moment is open the email and activate your account. I think you may need to set a password. We'll support you with the next steps the week after half term when you're back in college or being well. And finally, just to reinforce, I'm sure you're well aware, this week that you're watching the video for, week starting the 19th of October, is the last week before the scheduled half-term break. So there will be no lessons week starting the 26th of October. Obviously, if you've been set homework, we need you to keep up with that. But otherwise, please do take some time to have a rest and recharge your batteries. It's been a particularly unusual first half term, and it is important to take a bit of time away from studies just to have a rest. So have a good holiday, and we look forward to working with you again after the half term break.